Hello, my name is Dennis O'Brien. I'm a lawyer and president of the Space Treaty Project, a nonprofit corporation located in Northern California. The mission of the project is to give people hope and inspiration by helping the nations of the world to build a common future. At this moment in history, the best way to do that is by building an international framework of laws that will support public and private activity in outer space. By extending the rule of law into outer space, we can meet the twin objectives of peaceful cooperation and sustainable development. Right now, there is a gap in space law, one that finds its origins in the Outer Space Treaty. Article 2 of that treaty states that outer space, including the moon and other celestial bodies, is not subject to national appropriation by claim of sovereignty, by means of use or occupation, or by any other means. This simple prohibition worked so long as missions to the moon and beyond were by national governments and limited to science and exploration. But we have now reached a time when it has become technologically and financially possible for non-governmental entities to engage in commerce and otherwise use the celestial bodies of our solar system. Their greatest impediment now is a legal structure that does not support their efforts, or, at best, is so ambiguous that they are not able to make rational business decisions or to attract adequate investment. There are also several public policy obligations that are unsettled or need updating. Some involve registration and sharing information. Others involve sharing the benefits of the space economy with all nations, regardless of their level of technological advancement. Both of these issues, private activity and public policies, can only be addressed by an international framework of laws for outer space. The Space Treaty Project has proposed an implementation agreement for the Moon Treaty that fulfills this function. The agreement is based on four organizational principles. 1. The legal framework must be comprehensive in scope and support all private activity. Number 2. The grand bargain. Trade private property rights for public policy obligations. You cannot have one without the other. Number 3. Defer all issues that are currently at impasse, for example, the monetary sharing of benefits. We do this by creating a governance process for making future decisions about this and any other substantive issue. Number 4, build upon and integrate current institutions and processes. There's already been a lot of capacity building when it comes to space law. It's now time to pull all that together. Why use the Moon Treaty? Well, because the Moon Treaty specifically authorizes a legal framework that overrides the non-appropriation clause of the Outer Space Treaty, but only if it is done by international agreement. No one state can impose its will upon others. That is the dominance model, which, unfortunately, some countries want to follow even into outer space. But that model was tried 500 years ago during the last age of exploration. It has produced an endless conflict between nations, resulting in war, suffering, and neglect. We must not allow that to continue. Extending the rule of law into outer space at this very moment when humanity is about to leave the home planet is the best way to promote peace and sustainability in the future. Peace in outer space may be the best road to peace on Earth. The proposed implementation agreement is only 10 paragraphs long, but it establishes the basic framework needed to support private activity while protecting public policies. Please support the adoption of the Moon Treaty with the proposed implementation agreement and help to bring hope and inspiration to all of humanity. Thank you very much for your time and attention. For more information, please go to spacetreaty.org. You will find a link to a petition in support of the Moon Treaty, along with a link to the proposed implementation agreement. To contact me directly, please use my email, Dennis O'Brien, that's O'Brien with an E, Dennis O'Brien at spacetreaty.org. The best of luck to all of us in our efforts on behalf of humanity.